Adding a little bit of olive oil in the pan. And a tiny bit of butter as well. Then we're gonna season the lamb again with salt and pepper.
On top of the mushrooms.
Yeah.
It's amazing, the texture.
The only problem here, the tricky part here is like, you can't really see the color of your lamb when you cook it. Like you also have to go by feeling a little bit. So here we go. So we start the lamb on top of the oven, and then we're gonna turn it over and then just finish it in.
And how hot should the oven be?
We do about 500, you know. And as a garnish, I'm gonna use some fresh shiitake mushrooms. I'm just gonna, take the stem away, quarter those mushrooms. You can use black trumpet as well to contrast with your dry trumpet, or you can use any other mushrooms. So I'm gonna flip over my lamb.
And that crust, the dust, stays on very beautifully.
Okay. And I'm gonna put that in the oven. Between 8-10 minutes. In the meantime, I'm gonna saute the mushroom with a little bit of chopped garlic on thyme.
Okay. Here's your garlic.
Yeah. I have a little trick to chop garlic. You cut it in two. I use the back of a knife, so this way it really smashes the garlic.
It's fantastic.
It goes very fast.
Now what, just the leaves?
Just the leaves, yeah, please. I'll put some of the shiitake in the pan. Add the garlic. A bit of salt and pepper.
Well, a few more leaves, or?
Yeah, that would do it. I'm gonna add the thyme. I think my leek puree is done. Yeah, it's ready. So when the leeks is tender, we really remove it. We're gonna strain it.
Okay, I will do that for you.
We're just gonna put them in a blender with a little spoon of butter.
Okay.
A little seasoning, and we're gonna do a puree of leek. Tablespoon of onion. And it's gonna melt right into. I'm gonna add a little bit of water, cooking water, just to a couple spoons, just to process it easier. There we go. So what I'm gonna do here is 3 little amount of leek puree on a plate. Then we're gonna add some mushroom in the center. I'm gonna use some of those little leeks, garnish leeks. I'm gonna put on my plate. And I'm gonna take the lamb out.
Okay.
You can smell that.
So great.
Rest flavor. So you should rest a little bit. I'm gonna put it on the board.
And 2 loins like this will serve how many people?
Probably 4 person. Yeah. Gonna see how it goes.
Oh,
it's like medium
perfect.
rare. So we're just gonna pair it. You can cook it a little longer, if you wanted to. But you should rest a little bit. But what's important on top, because the salt has no time to
get to the meat.
Go to the meat. So just season it with a little salt. On black pepper. Here we go.
I can't wait to taste that.
Yeah.
It's very beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Another masterpiece by Jean-Georges, our 10-star chef.
Tender chocolate cakes with a molten center. Coming up next.
We always see on restaurant menus the flourless chocolate cake and pecans, creating the pecan chocolate chip. What we have to do is first cream our butter. We have 2 sticks of room temperature butter. That's 1 cup of butter or a half a pound of unsalted butter. And we're going to cream that with our light brown sugar, 3/4 of a cup that's been firmly packed. If the butter is room temperature, the creaming process takes a very short time. We're also going to add a half a teaspoon of salt. And now we have in front of us our flour, which is a all-purpose flour, 2 cups. And instead of sifting it, you can just whisk it with a half a teaspoon of baking soda. Now remember, baking soda, not baking powder. If your flour has a lot of lumps in it, put it through a sieve. Now scrape down your bowl. It really helps to have a good, powerful mixer like this when you are making large batches of cookies. You can really beat up a lot of dough. That's nicely creamed, and add vanilla, 1 teaspoon. So basically, if you make chocolate chip cookies, you kind of already know this recipe, but there's little variations. That's what counts. Now, you add 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, plain white sugar. Cream that in. Beat that until fluffy and pale yellow. It's going to take about 4 minutes. At the end of 4 minutes, you have a mocha, pale mocha colored mixture. And we want to add now 1 large egg. Beautiful egg. And you're going to slowly add the dry ingredients, and you're going to mix them until just combined. Dry ingredients meaning the flour and the baking soda. I like to add it in amounts like this. Notice I'm really not beating it too much. And now some people will just throw the chocolate right into the machine, but I just don't like doing that, just like I don't like adding blueberries to my muffin dough by machine. I like to take the bowl off and fold in. We're going to use 6 ounces, 1 cup of white chocolate. And generally, the white chocolate comes in large squares, large bars, and you will use this lovely tool to chip the chocolate, breaks it into nice pieces. White chocolate too is very soft compared to chocolate, and it will cut easily with a large chef's knife. But this breaks it up into appropriate sized pieces. And now sprinkle in the white chocolate. Some of the chocolate. There's 12 ounces of the dark chocolate. You could use chocolate chips or nicely broken up chocolate. And our pecans, 2 cups, coarsely chopped. Pecans are native to the Americas, and it's a member of the hickory family. They're cultivated in warmer climates like Georgia, Florida, Texas, where in Texas they are the official state tree. And the pecan tree only starts to produce a profit of nuts after about 10 years. This is the dough, very, very chunky. And we need a 1 ounce scoop of dough onto the Silpat lined baking sheets. Now, through experience, we know that we can only get 6 cookies per sheet. Press a perfect half a pecan nut in the top of each of the cookies. We call this gilding the lily. And now these should go into a 375-degree oven for 13 to 14 minutes. Turn the pans once and bake until just brown around the edges. Don't overbake. You want them kind of chewy. They're just about ready to come out. And this is what the finished cookie should look like. Remove them from the baking sheets and cool on a rack. and start enjoying them as soon as possible. It's not too easy to improve upon a classic like the chocolate chip cookie, but I think we have with the pecan chip.